Welcome to Cherry Blossom Yoga. I'm Robin Dinerman. This is a half-hour Hatha Yoga class for beginning and continuing students. Please join in. The purpose of our class is to help you become more aware of your body and your breath and how the body and breath affect each other through the yoga postures, which are called asanas, and coordinated stretching and very deep abdominal breathing. We learn how to quiet the mind and relax the body so that you can focus and concentrate your energy and realize your own true power. We're going to begin with some standing exercises. If you are seated and unable to stand, that's fine. Remember, the most important thing is the deep breathing. And then if you can do some of the arm movements, that's great too, some of the joint movements, but do what you can. This is not competitive. You don't have to do anything except breathe. So we breathe in through the nose and we breathe out either through the nose or through the mouth. Breathing into the nostrils, pulling the cool, dry air up the nostrils. It travels down the throat and fills your lungs. So try to imagine that your belly is like a soft balloon, and that when you breathe in and pull the air down, it travels into your belly, which rounds like a balloon. Breathing out, pull the navel back toward the spine. That helps press up on the diaphragm, which pushes against the lower lobes of the lungs and helps you expel all the old, stale air. So breathing in and breathing out. You might be able to hear me make a soft, whispering ha sound from the back of my throat. I constrict the throat muscles just a little bit to help even and lengthen the flow of air leaving my body. At the same time, I'm using the abdominal muscles, pulling my belly in to help, as I said, expel the air from the lower lobes of the lungs. Inhaling, the belly rounds. Exhaling, the belly contracts and you sigh the air outward. You can try this. I like to do this in front of a mirror with your fingers loosely interlaced and placed on the lowest ribs on your rib cage. So my fingers are not really clasping each other. They're just placed there. So I'm exhaling. See how the fingers are interlaced. Inhaling. The movement of my hands is actually the horizontal expansion of my rib cage. And watch as I exhale. The rib cage contracts and my hands move back together. So inhaling, the belly rounds, the chest expands horizontally, and exhaling, the belly contracts, and all the moist, warm, but stale air leaves your body. So at any point that you would like to focus, at any time during the day, or any time you need to just be really quiet and let go of all those busy thoughts in your mind, take a few of the deep abdominal breaths, at least 3. Try to take the air in as much as possible, and then exhale as slowly as possible, letting the air out with awareness and control. Okay, we're going to do some basic warm-ups, and later on in the class we'll move down to the floor. So I'm going to stand a little bit off center just so that you can see me a bit better. I'm going to rock forward onto the balls of my feet and my arms come back. See, my knees are bent. Then I'm coming back onto my heels and lifting my toes up, bringing my hands forward. The palms are facing each other. So I'm rocking forward and back. This feels really good at the end of the day if you've been wearing closed shoes. Your feet will thank you. Then I'm going to turn the feet outward to the edges of my feet and then inward edges. So my feet are only at most hip distance apart. They might be slightly closer together. So we're rolling inward and outward. This is good for all the bones of your feet, the muscles, the tendons. Very good for the ankles. And you'll feel a little bit in your knees and then just a tiny bit of movement up in the hips. And then turning the toes under, you press from the little toe down to the big and then up, back and forth. And then press your toes in the other direction. I'm doing kind of a circular movement with my knee to help stretch the toes out. And then shift to the other foot, tucking the toes under and pressing from the big toe down to the little toe and back. And then press, stretching the toes. Standing with the feet hip distance apart, lift your arms up and bend your knees. Try to keep the shoulders above the hips and breathe in. Breathing out, lowering the arms and straightening the legs. Think about your spine lengthening, the crown of your head reaching up to the sky. Inhaling, arms up as high as your shoulders, and exhaling and straightening, standing tall. Feel the feet pressing down. Imagine you're reconnecting with the earth. And inhaling up and exhaling, standing tall. Now this time, bring your hands up above the shoulders. The arms don't need to be perfectly straight, but I want you to pay attention, please, to the movement of the shoulders and the shoulder blades. So we're inhaling. So now we're warming up the knee joints as well as the ankle joints. You'll feel some tightening of the muscles around the legs, the lower legs. And reach up, and then place the hands at the hip hinges. Now you can bring the shoulders forward with a straight back. Now looking ahead about 10 feet or so. You're going to breathe in, the back lengthens, the hips drop, the knees bend, and then exhale, firm the buttocks, exhaling, tuck the tailbone under, rolling the shoulders forward, bringing the elbows closer together. You can see my chin is tucked in tight. This is a standing cat stretch. We're manipulating the spine. Inhaling, taking a seat, straight back. Deep breath in, exhaling again, the abdominal contraction, and now you're arching the back like a cat. You don't need to move the shoulders except rolling them in. You don't need to hunch them under your ears. Inhaling, so warming up the muscles around the spine and getting the fluids moving around the nerves inside the spine. Now here's a little tip. As you go under, tucking in, firm the buttocks. This helps support the lower back area. Inhaling, lengthen, and exhaling, arch. Now straight back, lower the seat some more, bring the shoulders forward, and loosely interlace your fingers. Feet are parallel, moving only the knee and ankle joints. So fix your eyes on a head and straighten the knees, and then take a seat. The back stays straight, shoulders dropped, moved away from the ears, straightening and bending the knees. So take your time, go at your own pace, whatever it is that you're doing right now. It's not a race, no forcing, no jerking, bouncing. Your mind is actively scanning your body, noticing how the joints feel, how the muscles feel, areas of tension or not. And then let the arms come down in front of you, tuck the chin in. We're going to lift the sit bones up, pull the belly in, and hang in ragdoll. So as you can imagine, in ragdoll, everything is soft. Try to keep your eyes looking between the knees and keep a little bend in your knees. Let gravity take a hold of your hands and pull them down. Gravity is taking a hold of your head and stretching your neck. Be sure to keep the knees bent. This helps protect the lower back area. And you'll see little by little, as you exhale, you can come forward. If you don't come down as far as I do, that's not necessarily a goal for you. The important thing is that you be aware of your breath, what you can do, what you can't do, and then explore, because a lot of people set limits for themselves that are just mental limits. So I'm placing my hands in front of the shoulders, fingers spread, weight evenly distributed over the fingers. I'm going to bring my feet in just a fraction closer, come down onto the balls of my feet, drop the tailbone, lift the knees slightly, walk the hands back, and look ahead. Of course, if you're on a supported surface, my surface here is a little bit soft, you can lift the hands up and see if you can balance that way. But it's too unsteady for me here. And I'm going to unfold upward and then tuck the chin in, walk the hands up the legs, keep the buttocks firm, pelvis tucks under, the spine uncurls, shoulders roll back into place, and you're standing tall in the mountain pose in Tadasana. Close your eyes. Scan your body. Perhaps you feel a little bit more open, or your temperature is a bit warmer. Maybe you feel lighter, perhaps more relaxed. Do not judge yourself. Simply observe and make a mental note. Bring the fingertips to the shoulders. Elbows come together at shoulder height or as best as you're able, and inhale and open. Bring your wings back and exhale, tighten the belly muscles and lightly press the elbows against each other. Inhaling and opening, exhaling and closing. And then bring the hands on top of each other, elbows and hands about shoulder height, and we're going to slowly twist. I'm twisting to the right, so I take my in-breath Now, tightening the belly muscles, twisting a bit at the waist, rotating the rib cage. I'm following my elbow back, not overdoing it because it's my first twist, and I don't want to yank any muscles. Inhaling back to center, exhaling as I twist to the left, following the elbow back, then inhaling to center. So my eyes and hands always return to center. I'm exhaling as I'm twisting. And yes, I can feel a difference because already I'm starting to warm these muscles up and they become a little bit more elastic. Don't overdo it with the head turn or the spinal twist. But just do what you can and be aware. We're going to pause for just a moment. We're going to return to class and on the floor. So please make any adjustments that you need. If you are in a chair or on a couch and you prefer to stay there, that's fine. I'll be back in a moment with Cherry Blossom Yoga.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
Welcome back to Cherry Blossom Yoga. As you can see, I'm seated on the floor. Come into a comfortable position. I do have a folded blanket under my seat, which helps elevate my hips, and that allows my legs to open up a little bit more. We're going to do some joint work here. So actually, I'm going to turn a bit to the side. Hopefully, you'll be able to see this a bit better. And if you want your one leg out, I like to have the leg tucked in, but some people aren't comfortable doing that. So the leg we're not working either tucked in or straight out. So I'm going to interlace my fingers right behind the leg, below the knee, sit tall, and then lift my ankle up to as high as the knee. Now, as I'm doing this, I have to keep moving forward with my center line. Otherwise, I'll start collapsing like so. So you want to keep your body tall. And we're just going to start with a rotation at the ankle. And you can continue your deep breathing. And then reverse the direction. So you can do 6 to 8 each direction, and then flex, and then you can rest the leg for a moment if you wish. Check your posture, shoulders down, lift the ankle up, and now draw a circle in the air, which won't be a perfect circle, but now we're moving the knee joint. And a lot of people, because we have either abused or our knees, or from sitting cross-legged or running or whatever, you know your own knees, you know your own body. So take care. No rushing here, just going around. And then reverse the direction. You'll see the hands help support the leg because after a while the leg gets kind of tired. And then after you've done the other direction, you're going to bring the ankle up to the height of your knee with the ankle lined up at the knee toward the shoulder, and then firm up your thigh muscles. Bring the breastbone forward. Now I got a little bit of shaking going on, which means it's not as, my muscles need a little bit more practice here. So I'm aiming the knee back toward the shoulder, and then inhale, and then exhale. Release. And then you can take your thumbs and massage the muscles. And you'll know where to massage, where it'll call out to you. So now we switch legs, and as I said, now your left leg can be straight out, or you can tuck it under, fingers interlaced behind the right leg, aim that knee toward the shoulder, center line forward, sitting as tall as possible, and rotating at the ankle. And reversing. And then you can rest if you want, or you can start your big circle in the air from the knee, reaching with your big toe. And then go the other direction. And then here comes the challenge, where you bring the ankle up as high as the knee, firm up the thigh muscles. See, this side is stronger. I'm not wobbly here, but I'm still aiming the breastbone forward, aiming the knee toward the shoulder, sitting as tall. Now you can see I'm leaning back some. Deep breath, and then release. And massage. Okay, turning back to face you again. We're going to do some hip openers, just very simple for your hip joints, crossing right foot over left, and then turning the toes out. Left over right, and turning out. So try to press down through the sit bones, lift up through the upper chest. And then you can separate the legs as wide as you want, turning inward and outward. And bring the soles of the feet together, pulling the heels in, fingers loosely wrapped around the lower toes, and then quickly raise and lower the knees. The butterfly, more hip opening. Okay, so let's prepare for the relaxation. You can remain seated, or most people prefer to lie down on the floor in corpse pose, Shavasana. And close your eyes. Make any adjustments that you need so that your body feels comfortable and you don't feel distracted by any kind of discomfort, including cold. You might want to put on some socks or cover your body with a blanket. So close your eyes, bring your attention to the breath. And know that everything we've been doing, the stretching, the deep breathing, the postures, everything is designed to work together to bring you to this point where you can relax, meditate, go deep within yourself, follow your breath into your body. And imagine you can stay there. There's space within. And here you are safe, comfortable, secure. There's no time, no yesterday, no tomorrow, just this very moment. There are no past regrets, no worries about the future. You are completely here, now, with your body and your breath. And please stay in your relaxation pose for as long as you wish to or you're able to. Otherwise, when you're ready, roll onto your side. Tuck your knees in and let your head rest on your arm. Using your top hand, slowly press the floor away. Allow your head to hang down as you walk your hands back to your body, spiral to the front, and slowly return to a comfortable position. Moving with awareness, awareness of your body and your breath. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're feeling wonderful, and I hope you can carry that feeling with you into your day, into your week, and into your life. Try to do a little bit of yoga breathing every day. You'll notice a difference. Thank you. Namaste.